Right. We got a minister, Hameen out here. He'll carry on. I know I got one out here.
That's right.
And if y'all follow him, I know everyone still live.
That's right.
I want to thank everyone who come here today, and if you can, be with me Monday night at 7606 South Carter Road. And then there's some things that we coming together for this holiday. It doesn't make any sense for black people in our neighborhood spending all our money to make a better Christmas somebody in some other neighborhood, and then got some white man with a lot of great beards sitting up there in your room now for your children to see. First black Santa Claus I saw, I got so disgusted myself, I got me one of those wipers and got me some brown paint. Made me a black Santa Claus. And if you can't buy one, that's what you should do. I want to thank you for your attention.
Yes, sir.
And friends, the solution is with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want everybody here, I want you to concentrate on that baby and a lot of other babies that we need to be working to make life better for. We need, let's stick with the church, but we need more than a church. We need some business. I see people with their names on the street posts. What good is my name on all the street posts and somebody else got the name on all the business? We want our name on businesses in our neighborhood. If others got the name on their business in our neighborhood, in our neighborhood, we should control it.
That's right.
I'm looking for you to help me to do that. We can do it. And God will be with us. God will be with us. God is on our side. Let us just get on his side.
That's right.
Stop the killing. Stop loving one another.
I love it.
Teach your children about our kings and our queens instead of just teaching about we were slaves. And one other thing that I will end up, when I was in South America, you know, in North America, I have never seen a slave sitting down making a dress, a pair of pants. But I went to the factory in South America where the slaves made clothes for the slave master and they sold them to Europe. The slaves were also inventors. A lot of slaves got credit now for the invention that the slave master got credit for what the slaves did. 85% of the invention in this world was by black people. You're somebody. Teach that child that you are more than a former slave. You came from kings and queens. Teach that child that. And then they had that 68 out of 100 little children like the white doll more than they did a black doll. I understand, not my age, I understand why they like it. Because the white man drew and he made the little black doll look ugly and made the white doll look pretty. That's why it all come about. If they made that little black doll and beautiful little white doll, that black child would like the black doll. So now black people making their own doll, and now black children like black dolls.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Come on, give it up. Some of you all may never again hear from a 94-year-old man in his right mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll say that again. Some of us will never again hear from a 94-year-old man in his right mind.
Yes, sir.
You might hear from some 94-year-old people, but they talking all-timers.
Yes, sir.
So I'm trying to tell you, we got a legend in our midst, and we got to respect our legend and our elder. And he knows what he's talking about. He remembers what I forget. And that's the truth. So what I want to do, I want to open up for questions. I don't really want to just stop right there. We got 30 more minutes, and if you need to ask Webb Evans a question,
Amen.
he would be ready to answer.
Amen.
So just raise your hand and stand up and ask him anything you want to ask him about. Why this? Why that? Why do we need to do this? Why this? Whatever.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
Speak into the microphone, please.
My question is, how did you live your life to be able to live healthily until 94 years old? What did you eat? Did you exercise? Did you, what did you do?
Well, I still say to God be the glory, but there's still something you got to do too. The longer I live, the more I learn how to live. I've never been a person who did a lot of drinking. I've never been a person who's been on a lot of dope. And then I learned to let some of them chitlins go. You see, our eating habit destroying black space than anything else.
Yes, sir.
It is so good to us, but not good for us. You been eating all that good cooking, you know, how they fix them chitlins and all that stuff up, you know, and whatever it is. You just got all that stuff in you, and it's just killing you. You just can't last long, you see what I mean? So those are some of the things, and I do take exercise every morning. Every morning before I get out of bed, I start taking exercise. See? So then those are things that I do that were directed by God, the Spirit. And I meditate, and then another thing, you don't see me angry too much. And I find joy out of helping people. And if you can find joy out of helping somebody, you'll always have a chance to be happy. There's always somebody needing help. Yeah. And just this other day, I just got somebody in a home, it's cold as the wall, they didn't have a place to stay. Now I still feel good from that, see. So those are some of the things that I said, but beyond it all, I give credit to the Master. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Any other question? All right, sister.
Let them chitlins go.
Pleasure to listen to your experiences and get some of your knowledge. I was reflecting back on the fact about you may have envisioned something about said the next movement or maybe uprising in this country may not be nonviolent.
That's right.
Okay, there was a brother from Egypt, an elderly person, but he has like similar, insights, and he told us before he left America and went home, he said that he had this vision that there was going to be something like civil unrest in America, and it was going to be, it wasn't going to be violent.
What I based mine on, as I stated, I listened to the man telling the people that if you're in a police force, abuse them any way you think you get away with. And if your judge sentence them, as much time is given. If you're an employer, don't hire them. If you're in real estate, don't rent to them. Eventually, they're going to uprise. They're expecting us to uprise. Then we can destroy a lot of them. Now, I listened to him tell his followers that he didn't know that he was being recorded, and then we can destroy a lot of them, and that's what they're doing now. All of this, what they're doing to us, that they want to make us uprise. They got guns stocked up like everything here. It was reported some time ago that there was guns missing here in America, and later came out that nothing but the hate group had gotten them. And now it was in this untimed paper here about 6 or 8 months ago that they caught them shipping them from Iraq back here to them. So they're well stocked here, and they expected to get us, and they said that God intended for them